Hey guys, Dr. Christy Ennis. If you have this miserable pain running down your leg, then these two techniques done in this specific order will make you feel better fast. Step one is correcting a shift in the hips. Shift happens. If you don't have a shift, you still want to do this too. But let's say you wake up in the morning and you're like this. There's a disc issue. Your body usually goes into some funky positions. So we want to try to get out of that. So if I'm here, my hip's out, I'm going about a foot, maybe a little bit more away from the wall, resting my arm, and then I'm taking and very gently actually pushing my hip towards the wall. You're only going to your point of comfort. So if you go this far and you go, oh, don't go that far. And you want to hold it just for a few seconds and about 10 repetitions. Now, if you are not crooked, yay you, but what you want to do is take your non-painful side, and that's the side that goes towards the wall. And same idea, we're just kind of opening up that joint space a little bit. Again, about 10 or so reps, and this one shoot for 2 to 3 times a day. Step two is now gliding that nerve now that we've got everything hopefully as straight as we can get it. So there's 2 different ways you can do this. I'm going to show you the seated first, and then we'll go down onto the floor. But step one, can you get that leg out in front of you with those toes up? If you feel a little bit of a pull in the leg that is uncomfortable, and we're only doing this on the side that's uncomfortable, that's where you are starting. Nerves hate to be stretched, but they like to be glided, which is why we're not holding this, okay? So that's kind of step one. If you go, okay, well, that's not so bad, you can try to add a little bit of a forward movement from your trunk and then kick that leg up and extend all the way back up. A lot of times it's tough to add this trunk part in first, so I usually start with the leg. But if you can even get just that little slump, and then again, remember that head extension, that's what you want to do. About 10, make sure it's not overly irritated, right? It might just feel a little uncomfortable, and that's where you want to stop. And again, about 3 times a day. And now I'll show you one on the floor. For this next one, it's a little bit less intense than the seated one, and you do not have to get on the floor if that's uncomfortable for you. You can definitely do this one in bed. You're going to bring your hands behind your thigh. You're very gently going to extend until you feel that pull or that discomfort. Again, these are only on the side that you're feeling that pain. So this is not about stretching. We do not want to do a hamstring stretch here if the nerve is irritated. It actually makes it worse. So notice I'm just kind of coming back and forth. As you go through, you may find that you can actually get a little bit more range in motion, but no pain, no gain here. If it feels okay, you can even bring your toes back towards your head, but again, you're not holding that, and that's kind of the progression of this one. And about 10 or so a few times a day for this too. I absolutely love helping people get back to doing the activities that they love. So if you have questions or need some extra guidance and know that someone's got your back, check out my membership options where I can communicate with you through text, email, and even one-on-one in Zoom.